Hello, Studio 108 family. I'm so glad you clicked in for this little, well, we're in Christie Murdoch's living room. It is gorgeous. It's a beautiful setting. And as summer kind of is turning into fall, I'm really happy to be sitting on like a pumpkin latte couch.
I never know what to call this color. It's just one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, you can't call it orange because
No,
it's just
not
like
orange.
it has like a burnt softness.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's super welcoming and I'm really blessed to be here.
Thanks.
Yeah, and let's see, let's start at the beginning. I know some of you will know Christie and some won't. So introducing Christie Murdoch, who is the owner and operator of Banyan Tree in Tremont.
Yeah, so I have been in Tremont for, it's going to be 25 years coming up. So I always go up a year, but 25 years in May, which is
wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been a lifetime. Like I was just telling you, like when it hit 23 years, I was 23 when I opened, so it was half my lifetime.
That's like a really beautiful life commitment. And one of the things that I know is so special about it is that when you walk into the store, it's so fresh and vibrant that you don't think this store has been here forever. And
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really special, it's the way you relate to it.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about those 20, well, like when you were 23 and you opened it, did you ever think I'll be here 25 years from now?
No. And one of the things I always had in my mind when I opened it, it wasn't if I was going to close, it was if I wanted to do it. So I never in my mind thought that it was not going to succeed. I just wanted to make sure, is this what I want to do? I had a 3-year lease, so I had to stick it out. And it was really hard. Like the first 3 years, you're like, oh, that's why they did 3-year leases, because
100%.
you did not the first 2 years, it's just trying to figure out operations and get people into the store. And then that 3 years, we had some business and I was like, oh, okay, I'm enjoying this.
Right. It does take a while.
It takes a while.
Like even in the birthing of my businesses, it's like those first couple of years you think, oh, I intellectually know kind of what I want this to be and I know how to do it, but you're birthing something and it's in its infancy. And even like I feel like the first 2 years of the studio, no one could see us. We were invisible. Yeah. People would drive by all the time and they'd be like, oh, I didn't even know you were there. And I'm like, I know, we're invisible. I know. This is great. I had signs out. Yes. You know, like I had signs, I had marketing, I was like shouting and doing all these things, and everybody's just like, la la, I cannot see you. Yeah. And I just think that's a part of anchoring the energy and gathering the people. Yes. Like it took a good 3 years to like get enough energy moving to where it would magnetize the right kind of people in terms of staff, the right kind of people in terms of clients.
Yeah. And it definitely evolves. And after 25 years, it continues. You have to create yourself, be creative and have new ideas and come up with new ideas to implement and bring into the store. And because for me it would get really boring, so why would I want to not like have new things happening? And for the customers, it's like, oh, what's going on in Banyan Tree now? So
it's like a conversation. Yeah, like I want to talk to somebody who's interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want them to throw back interesting things at me. Right?
Absolutely.
Otherwise, I get bored.
Yeah. So you come in and it's like you want to have this feeling of it's fresh and it's new, and the people in there to really care for you and want to have a conversation with you, and it's about building that community. And people that we're so blessed that have been through the store, they're that worked through the store the years and really brought so much to it. And I like, as much as I can say it was all me, it was a lot of different people that helped it grow.
I think that's one of the things I noticed when I shop there is how present and invested the staff is. Not at selling. Not at selling. But at connecting and engaging with people. They authentically, they just want to see people. They're relaxed and having a conversation. There's never any pressure about if you like it, don't like it, buy it, don't buy it, what's on sale, what's not on sale. Like it's just, they just seem like they're having a good day and happy to help you.
It's such a beautiful space, but I think when you're in it, you just feel good. And then I think when people come in and they feel good and they feel the energy from the staff. It feels good. It's just like, oh, I want to stay and I want to be here. And when I opened the store originally, I wanted it to be this like neighborhood, like community center. I had an idea. I threw pottery. I was an artist that way. And I was going to teach the neighborhood kids how to throw pottery in the basement. I mean, that was my idea, is to bring, how do I get people in the store?
So you started the store as an art gallery.
As an art gallery. Yeah. I was an art minor. So sociology major and art minor. What do you do with that? Just a creative. So that's what that's what I was, and I was able to find my path in a slow way and come to retail and bring my creative through it.
Right.
Because I was never like, oh, I want to open a store. That wasn't my mission. I grew up with stores. Like my mom had a store. I grew up working her store. I grew up seeing how hard her store was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I know. And hers was only 3 months. And
really?
Yeah, it was on Put-in Bay. I'm like, you're
oh, so she had a season of 3 months.
And she was a teacher. So she was able to have this like store and kind of have fun with it. But I saw she worked on it all year round. Like it was like something we had to go, reps were coming in the winter, and she was excited about it though. And so it wasn't work for her. Like,
so you learned a lot from her.
I did.
Because that excitement and engagement.
Yeah.
And also the behind the scenes story of merchandising and all that, because I know that your relationship with the folks in Valley and the way the fig wood gets manufactured for you, like that's all a part of your story that nobody sees when they walk in, but boy can you feel it, like boy can you feel it. So fill in a couple gaps for us just about this story trajectory from how you got from an art gallery into more of the boutique.
Well, we had an option. There was an art gallery next to us that went in when we, like a year after, and he was there for like 3 years, and then he closed, and it was like, okay, now or never. Like I wasn't ready to open the other side, but it was either going to get another tenant in, or okay, this could be my time to expand into clothing, which I knew very well. I mean, I grew up with clothing, so I knew that.
Actually, you're right. The store is actually 2 spaces there.
Yeah. So we were just on the one side. It was an old pharmacy with the doctor that was above. There's still like the door entrance in our store. They used, like, you can kind of see where they would walk upstairs and get the prescription and, or, come down. And so it has this, like, in the old ceilings were preserved because, they used to cover them up, and, this is our landlords undid the ceilings, and they had these pristine ceilings and the floors. So it has this like rich history. And so the store next door has the same feeling as well. And so we put a hole through the wall, and we're like, okay, well, let's start selling clothing. And I think that's just when it just, okay, we
just caught a flow for you.
Yeah, I think the clothing, and that was before a lot of boutiques really. And so we really were able to grow pretty fast after that. And
you were designing?
Not at that moment.
Gotcha.
So I was just buying things from Bali, more of we had furniture, we were selling artwork, furniture, like we like had these big containers come in.
Wow.
And so I didn't start really making clothing there. I was buying all third party from trade shows here until a couple of years into it. And that's when I really discovered I really enjoyed it. Like I love textiles.
So there you go, back to the creative stream. And we were talking before we started about this, how the brick and mortar is like the container through which the creative energy flows. And like at the studio, I think, the studio itself is just the container for my creativity. It lets me take what I want to do and channel it out to people. Yes. Whether things are happening at the studio or like the retreats, that's a great example. Like they don't happen at the studio, but that's, the studio creates that that energetic channel for it, that the store has always been your way of like, what do I love to do?
Yeah.
How am I going to express myself? What am I creating? It's just been the container through which you channel that.
Absolutely.
So it became the Figwood design line.
The Figwood, and it's creating with I create a line with probably 6 different vendors in Bali, and I've worked with many of them for years since those beginning times. We've had Katut, one of our main sewers, that lives in his house, and we're designing there, and then he has a little room, and he has sewers there, and then he's over the years have given sewing machines to women that wanted to stay in the home because they started having kids, and so he takes.
So you have a little cottage industry over there of people that you're personally friends with, that you've known for years.
Their kids,
and they just have grown their own little home business shop.
Yes,
I love that.
I know, and he's able to
And you go every year?
Every year, yeah, I've gone, except with COVID, and now I broke my ankle, so I'm dealing with the recovery with that. But
yeah, Christie texted me and said the universe said to sit down.
Yes, yes, it said sit down. You're moving too fast.
You're moving too fast. You've been running around. It's time to rest.
Yeah.
And I see what's going on over there. I see like your little fabric swatches. She's not resting.
Oh no,
but it's been a few weeks, so you're like.
Yes, it's been 6 weeks, so I'm feeling so much better.
Yeah,
and I'm able to like really, be able to sit back and think, okay, how can I create this line when I'm not there? And I've done it before.
Like a grand retrograde, retrograde, but just sit down, think it through.
Yeah.
More reflective time.
Yeah.
That's amazing too, because I feel that so tangibly. When I'm going too fast, like I lose myself. Like, where's my creative flow? Where's my thought stream? How do I know any of these thoughts even are mine?
Yeah.
Like how
and they're the same ones over and over.
Well, yeah, when you're running like that,
like,
there's nothing creative about it. It's just like this vortex that happens. I've got to get there, got to get it done. Like that's a crazy thing to spend your thought allowance on.
I know, and I think I did go to Joe Dispenza last year, and I've always been, of course, yoga. I go to Kundalini, and I love the practices that are more centered and inward. But so the meditation I got from that has helped me tremendously. So I do meditate every day. I make sure I consume things that are going to help me and heal me, and eat a really healthy diet, and
all of the things. So what's going on at the store now? Like we know the fashion because we wear it, because everyone's like cute pants, and I'm like, oh, Banyan Tree. I see Christie, but
yesterday we got our fall sweaters in, so that was yesterday, so they finally arrived. This was I start in January for fall, so literally by the time they make it, it ships in June, and so we just got them, and they're so good. There's a lot of new styles and some new fabrics.
And am I going this weekend?
Yeah. Well, no, we have to still process. So they'll probably
have to get tagged.
Yeah. They have to. Usually we have them all tagged over there, but this year it didn't. I have to send them, and it takes a long time, so I didn't do it.
Well, it'll all get done.
It'll all get done.
Yeah.
And I have, I can be up on the floor and tag too. They're gonna bring boxes up for me.
Christie has a little pouch in there, which is a part of your new initiative. So we'll get to that. But there's a little couch, so she sits there like the queen's holding court.
Yeah, exactly.
And she just sits there. And then I went in one day, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, "Try this, try that."
Right. I dragged the customers. I dragged staff, like everyone.
Everyone. She's like, "Got it." That's kind of a nice place to have arrived, though. Like that's maturity in yourself. It's maturity in your business when really other people can kind of run it, and you're able to.
They are taking above and beyond. Like everyone at the store has really been able to make it work, and it's lovely. It's a family. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so what's this latest? Because I'm really excited when I go in now.
Yeah, so I had, over the 25 years, I've had open stores from Crocker Park to Legacy, and I did the, really intense trying to grow the business. Yes. And I think there was a point last year, I just was like, why am I doing this? Like, what was the reason? And it was before the retreat, and I was trying to figure out a lot of things before. But yeah, I went on a retreat with you, and I think I was still going. Like, I mean, I think there was many times where I was like, okay, kind of rechecked, like, what's my original purpose?
We should do that.
Yeah,
us people.
we do.
We should do that really periodically.
Yeah,
maybe even more often than we realize.
Yeah,
it's just like to check in and do the alignment assessment. Does this still align for me?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I really did. I went down the rabbit hole. Does any of it still align?
Good girl.
You know, like, does the store in Tremont like? And I wanted to make sure this is what I wanted to do. Like, how when I open, is this what I want to do? Because I want to make sure I am like fulfilling my purpose and bringing things to people that feel like aligned.
Yeah,
I can have an offering. And having two stores, kind of one kind of further, I wasn't able to give and having kids, and it was too much. So I decided to close the Crocker, and I've always wanted to just focus on what I want to sell. But I had got to a point where I was big enough where I'm like, I have all these employees, I can't do that, because what if it doesn't work? Or you know, these brands have been so good, what I take it out and what? So it was a lot of fear, because you know, you grow something, you don't want to like mess that up.
Some of it's fear, and I feel like if I'm catching what you mean, there's a sense of responsibility, and I don't want to say obligation, but in a way it's an obligation. I mean, it's like you want to honor what people are asking you for. It's kind of an obligation though.
Yeah.
And I don't always think that when I find myself in that spot that I need to be like punished. Like, it's not a bad thing.
No,
it's a sign of success.
Yes,
but then what do I owe people? How long do I owe them this when I feel that I need to move on to something else?
Yeah.
And I think that, like, you're a creative, that energy is going to keep going. Like, if we're continuing to hold on to every little creation,
right, nothing else can come
through, and it has to for health and well-being. It
does. And thank God I have a supportive husband, and he was, you know, what do you want to do? Like,
he could bring it down to the bones.
Yeah, he's like, you just need to figure out that. And so I closed Crocker, and I wrote down a manifestation, and like, you know, like, what do I want? And it's really aligning all of my Figwood, what I do in Bali, working with these people, seeing like I'm actually helping and doing things and making sustainable product that are small batch. It's not like, you're not going to find this anywhere. It's, you know, good quality materials. How do I align everything with that?
Christie, can I just interrupt? There is something when you're there in the clothing, the fabric, the experience, where that love is evident. That these sweet little people love what they do. They love creating with you and for you.
They do.
And you love bringing it back and putting it on hangers and offering it to people. Like, it's so fun.
Yeah, I believe in that energy. I believe that
you don't feel that at Target.
No,
but you know, I'll run in and grab a tank top or a couple pairs of socks. No problem. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like really unique and special.
It is. And I feel that when you align yourself with people that, you know, are wanting to be successful. I mean, so much love from the people in Bali. They're like, the gratitude that they have just in their culture in general. I mean, they pray 3 times a day, thanking the gods. Like, I mean, what a practice! Like,
what a beautiful life lesson practice,
right? Like thinking the motorcycle god or whatever the gods they're praying for that day. Like, they have this spiritual practice of gratitude, and that's how they treat me. They treat like so grateful, and it took me many years to really like take that in. At 23. I wasn't taking that in. I didn't.
Oh, I don't know if you could.
Yeah.
And I mean, even in society, like, we've come to a point in society where like the political correctness, and we can say, we don't want things that are made in factories where they're hiring children or working people hours that are ridiculous or not paying employees fairly. Like, we can say all that, and we can put our energy into that anti stuff. But here's little Christie just going over there, and before her time, before anybody spoke about it, thought about it, understood it, realized, was aware of it, created a really lovely connection that allows you to bring something positive.
Yeah, that really affects so many people.
So many people.
And that is exactly when I journaled and I did all my like reflections, that's what like spoke to me, and that's what drives me, and that's just having a space where people can come and feel that and align my other products that I bring in, which I have more of like a skincare line now. I have a friend that I grew up with, Umpin Bay, Your Only Earth. She makes everything out of her home, and it's like infused with plants, and she's doing it. She has a nice little business going too, and I'm selling that. We're selling teas from someone from the farmers market. We're bringing like more of our community back, and that's really how I started.
People who are doing exactly what you value and what you do, and so then instead of being at some big conglomerate fair looking for products made once again, like products just mass produced, you've got like all small shop, local, women owned, grassroots people. And I saw skincare.
Yeah, skincare. That was Your Only Earth. We do have some lotions. We have jewelries.
Did you have jewelry?
We make jewelry in Bali.
Okay, good.
So I have all of the stones that I make. I do have a brass line that's all, they're out of Columbus, and it's all, I mean, it doesn't go fade, it doesn't charge it. So the quality is there. So my checklist of what I have to align with has to be a couple of things. Like, is it something that is recycled? Okay, I can, is it something that is made in the US? Is it something that is not, it doesn't have to just make all of the, it has to have a few elements. So I've come back to some lines called Skunk Funk, which they've changed their name, but I carried them years ago. And we were like half the store of Skunk Funk. I love this brand.
Apparel?
It's apparel from Spain. But they did go into a higher price point, but they're all eco-friendly, and they've changed their business too. And I reached out to them, and it's really funky, and it has like, so we just got our first order in from them this year. So we have a few more things coming in. So it's fun to.
You have a lot more jeans too.
Yeah, I have jeans,
which fit really well.
Yes,
nice fabrics. There's a little bit of stretch in that one line.
Yeah, days, and they have like when they do their wash, it's like all eco-friendly, and some of them are eco-friendly. So everything I have to be like, okay, like it
has to align for you.
It has to align. Because I won't feel good about it.
100%.
Yeah.
And those little compromises, they end up mattering.
They do.
Yeah, and you don't notice until you hit the tipping point and you're like, how did I get trapped in this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a sneaky little thing.
It is.
Yeah. So you've got some nice conversations going on too there. Some opportunities for community.
Yeah. So I started a startup story time. So that was fun. So we've done 2 of them, and they are times where people can come in. I did one, and I had a few other people come in as well. And we just, my idea was, it kind of just evolved, but it was about bringing community together, bringing people that have stories about starting a business, because so many people are so curious and so many people relate. So it's like, how can we get people to like be able to like know that you're not alone if you have a small business? It's tough and it's hard. So it was really fun. I had Muggsy come in. She used to actually work in the store in her 20s, and she started this great business with another girl, Devin. They're both Nina and Devin. They have these like they're brownies that you put in the microwave, and it's one serving, and it's all organic.
Oh, how cool.
And so they're just like doing so well. They got into a lot of chains too. Like,
wow, wonderful.
Getting their brands out, and you listen to their story. It's
like a little mini TED Talkish thing.
It is.
I love it. You also have Leah from Hope's Landing.
Yes,
the candles.
Yeah, the candles. They're made in Tiffin, and they're all the
support the women that are.
They make the women that were trafficked are actually making the candles.
Yeah, they get jobs, and those support their transitions. what else did I see
know.
recently? But it's been so cute. But I was there one day. I haven't had like it hasn't aligned to my calendar to go down for one of the stories, but you had everything cleared out with like little seats and ready for, and I'm just like, what's going on? Good stuff. I really feel like as we move into the changes that are ahead for all of us, like the higher level changes that are coming with the advanced, you know, this is the advancements of our consciousness and our awarenesses, and an earth that's a little more loving and respectful between people.
We can do what in our little
we can
world,
do a lot in our
we can raise so much vibration.
So much vibration. And I really feel like we're going to be looking to LA for music and entertainment much less, and be pulling in people in our community like Danielle, who teaches yoga at the studio, also has a lovely voice, and she's been singing for our little special events, right? What are your events? Yeah. And beautiful. It's just so wonderful. Why would I hire like and play music over the speaker when someone in our own community is sharing their heart and soul and is able to share their talents? And I think that we're going to be looking to each other and supporting each other in smaller community.
I truly believe it. And the people that have come to the events are really dying for it. Like, I think people are just like, oh yeah, this is real. Like, I think with the social media, like you feel like you're in this vortex and that you're not doing something right. You're not doing it at all. You're
there's pressure, there's competition, you build into it. My dad will say to me, Tracy, the studio is doing really well. And I'm like, smoke and mirrors, Dad. It's social media. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it is. Right?
It is. But what's real is like the people that are actually there. And I think it's one of the stickiness. What makes the studio have some stickiness for people is the community welcome. And that's definitely what I feel at your store too. It's just like when you walk in, like I see the same girls and they know my name and they walk out from behind the counter and like look and talk to me and make small talk. And it's really, really sweet. It's really special.
And that's I really was looking for you too. I remember I really wanted to get into Kundalini, and so I found you in when you were in Akron, and I was like, one day I'm gonna go down there. And then all of a sudden I Googled Kundalini again, and you're right, Independence, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
she came to me.
This is aligned. And it's just the feeling that when you walk into your studio, it's the same. It's like, that this is not just your regular yoga studio. You're doing things far deeper and greater. Conversation.
And it's one of the reasons why I don't worry about competition so much.
You're different.
We'll just create our own conversation. We have our own conversation. We have our own priorities set. We have our own way of being. And even, I hired a marketing company maybe the second year to kind of like give us a bit of a boost, and they flatlined us. In 3 months. I'm like, you just killed my business in 3 months. I'm just further ahead with our organic growth on social, our word to mouth, like it's fine. And I haven't never gone back. I'm like, we don't even boost posts anymore. I'm just like, it's just going to happen through word of mouth, through the community connection, and then through our own practice and the magnetism that you get through your own practice, which is my segue to Joe. So I want to hear about Dr. Joe. I get there. So tell me about the retreat. I've always wanted to go.
So I highly recommend it. Like, it is just one of those life-changing things, and it came in a time where I needed it really. It aligned as well. I think you have to go when you really are called to go. One of the I went through Elisa, which she's been at your class, and she and so she asked me one day, and I didn't really know her very well. And I'm like, okay, you ask me, I'll go. Like, I'm like all about it.
That's exactly how things arrive, right? Out of the blue, and then must be.
And so she had gone. We had asked another person, and we were on the plane, and this other person, Allie, which now works at the store.
You met on the plane?
We met on the plane.
Hilarious.
She was wearing.
Was she going to Joe too?
Yes. Lisa had brought.
And Lisa put you together? That's amazing.
The three of us were.
That's amazing.
And so she was wearing this like perfume, and that smells so good. And she's like, oh, it's this stuff called Your Only Earth. And I'm like, that's Christie.
That's your friend.
It's my friend that I
grew up with. Yes. Who now has her product at the store. She wove it all together for you.
So it was all these alignment synchronicities. So it was so just going places and not knowing who you're going with. It's just always like, you're okay, what's happening? But I was ready.
Well, and I think like no greater evidence that the universe is taking care of us.
Yeah.
No greater evidence.
And that's how I've always kind of worked.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, if things are kind of flowing, then this is going. If I have to work too hard, then this is not going.
Something's not
lining up.
Yeah.
So the experience was a 7-day retreat. I think you meditate for over 35 hours. You literally change your brain. You change your wavelength.
Did you do the research? Did he have you do scans and stuff?
So you
because a lot of his is a part of his research.
Oh, the research they do at Southern California. They have professors from there running all this, like really all the data and showing that how your brain is changing. You don't feel like you're meditating for 35 hours. That is nothing that I don't even think I would have gone if I knew that. Like, I'm like, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't tell people. But it really, he structures it in a way where you're able to do it, and you're able to then you're like, oh, that seemed like 5 minutes. There was a really long meditation. I'm not going to say how long towards the end. It felt like 2 hours. Yeah. And 2 hours is a long time. Yeah. But it was a lot longer. Yeah. And you just didn't even realize that you were, and you just.
It reminds me of like White Tantra, where it's 31 minutes, 62-minute things. And you're doing hard things with your arms up. I don't know that Joe, you have to do that, but there's like a wormhole. Like I try to tell people, like, if you can avoid the wanting to get out of the experience, if you can avoid like that looking for exit doors, that mental agitation of how can I get out of this, if you can turn it and drop it, there's like a wormhole through time, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah,
I know. That's exactly that was it. And I feel that I came to a point where it's just, you hit yourself and you hit yourself again, and you're like, okay. And it literally like lifted
tears, maybe a couple tears.
Yeah, I feel.
Maybe just a couple tears, maybe just a couple.
Yeah. But so empowering and so uplifting. You just feel lighter coming back. You feel more aligned. I mean, like the happiness that I felt, like it was like euphoria. Like you're just, you're able to and that's, I came back to really do a lot of work. I had to close a business, and it prepared me. Yeah. Right. It was
That's
able
what
to.
I was going to ask you. Even preparing you for being rather incapacitated with this broken ankle, so you have a meditation that you've been doing for healing.
Yeah. I have been doing a meditation, and I go to the light, and I've been doing that twice a week. The light that you,
because Dr. Joe healed his back through meditation. So is it a similar one like that?
It is. It's one of his. I do several of his meditations, but the one that is that does touch on it is one of the restorative meditations. Sorry, I'm gonna turn that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And it says I spend a lot of time thinking of the cells and the regrowth of my bone, and having trying to envision myself already healed. Yeah. And I think that I feel really good, and I feel like between doing that and going to the lights and having that energy work, I'm like, it's already done.
Yeah, it is already done.
I'm not in this for me.
Well, I think that that's huge. I think that that's huge for my life too, and how I use meditation, is that it may be that I don't always get exactly what I want at the moment in third dimensional time that I want it. No. But I'm not miserable in a vortex of victim and pain and disempowerment, which is a very risky place to be.
That's a very risky place, and I've been there, and I know
because that will create too.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not creating the $1 million lottery ticket, I'm also not creating the devastation.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely creating something closer to the $1 million than I would ever otherwise be.
Right. So true. Yeah, it's so true. And I'm able to live with gratitude and know that like it is a practice and it's there. And I know that, there's a, I think it's called spiritual bypass. You don't want to just like, okay, maybe
right. That's not honest.
That's not honest. But I think knowing that I'm able to feel it, and I do, but I don't sit in it. So when things do come up, I honor myself to feel it and be able to be okay with not like, feeling the best that day or having an hour, and I can get through it more.
And I think
I put the meditation in.
The truth is, when these kinds of things happen, there's a degree of trauma to what happened, like around the actual event of getting injured, or around the fact that you're grieving and missing out on the things that you otherwise would be doing. Like there's things to feel.
There are lots of things to feel. There's definitely things to, it was a long time for even me to think about what happened, and then I was able to process that, and then there's stages, and there's just ways to like go through them without like this bypassing and despair.
Right.
So there's a way to be able to. I
think that like as a culture, we've got a lot embedded around victim consciousness.
Yeah.
A lot. Like there are a lot of industries that are set up just to,
I agree,
feast upon the victim thought stream and the story of us as individuals as victims. So yeah, just staying out of that is huge.
And it's easy
keeping yourself on a path
to be able to get in that, and it's justified, and you're like, if people can tell you, oh yeah, you should feel this way, like you have everything against you to feel that way, like
100%.
Things are telling you to feel bad because this is why you feel bad. So how do you do that? How do you go against that?
How do you get your head like lifted up out of it? To see across the top, to say there are actually other ways of interacting with this.
And anything, and any kind of
anything. COVID's the same thing. Like I feel like that was a huge example of when my Kundalini yoga practice really worked for me, when my meditation practice worked for me, because it allowed my brain to like, just like that, like a giraffe or one of those periscopes in the submarine kind of thing. And it has allowed my mind to get up above the trap of the fear and the trap of the victim and the trap of the loss and the containment of it, to see, well, there's a lot I can do. There's a lot that there's opportunity here, and there's light beyond it, and there's a way that it's going to work out.
No, I agree.
And then when you think about it, the meditating will keep your nervous system calmer, which is
even if
better
you do it
for healing.
That, like you might manifest, you might be like he talks about, creating your life that you want. But even if you don't believe in that, your nervous system is able to like handle any situation.
100%. The resilience you get. And then when your nervous system is downregulated, that's when cellular healing can happen. So nothing's going to heal when you're all full of cortisol and jacked up and stressed out.
And like making like
throwing the remote across the room and screaming at the kids to bring you tea and and then the light, the E system at the light reduces inflammation. So hopefully that helps you feel better.
Every time it's like the next day where I'm like, I feel so much
like a little leap of healing or
I do. It's just, it feels like, I think once I went there, I was like, and of course it was I was healing as well, like just in general, but like, I feel like it definitely, it kind of propelled it.
Were you surprised when you went the first time?
I was.
I didn't know what to expect.
I had no clue. It was like, and then that's when I researched it. I didn't go, and then I went back and I went on their website. Like, what? Okay, I need to research.
We talk about the website too, because I'm like refining and trying to make it a little bit more, like a little bit easier for people to grab the answers to their questions faster.
Yes,
because there's a ton of information on there, but I don't know if it's as easily accessible as it could be. So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need some visuals and some things that let people grab their answers a little quicker.
Yeah.
On the website, because it's really an interesting.
You have some great things on there though, like your testimonies and
yeah,
you have like. It's good. See,
this is what happens that we chat and then Christie's got some great ideas for them. So we digress. Yeah. But yeah, so all of that toward what did Dale think of the he's come a couple times.
Oh yeah. He likes it. He falls asleep great when he goes there. Yeah. He gets really achy legs and he like notices his legs not as achy. Good. But I think it's even for him, like he's been doing a lot more because he has to run kids around and cook and he's picked up a lot of your load. So as soon as he gets there, it's like his time, like it's just so nice. There's 2 hours for him just to
rest and relax. Yeah. And quiet the mind.
And so I'm glad that he's really enjoying that. So
good, excellent. Yeah. Okay, what else? Well, we're going to tag the store at the bottom. Is there anything coming up in the immediate future that you want people to?
Well, I do want to do another story time. I don't have dates on that. Okay. I kind of need to figure out when I'm going to start walking. Yeah. I'm going to do that. But we, we're getting ready for that 4th quarter. So that's kind of like on our minds and just getting ready for that.
Well, the new sweaters are coming out. And the new designers are coming in.
Yeah.
And so by probably mid-September.
Yeah. We're getting things.
And like actually this will probably be a September 3rd.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, perfect. So meet me there, you guys. Meet me there. I like to go to Corner 11 for some lunch. If Leah's home, we can stop by and grab some little snackaroonies and tea from Leah. But we'll meet at Banyan Tree and we'll have a little shopping spree. We'll see what's going on with all your local community people.
Well, thank you so much for like bringing other businesses here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good for the community. It's good for everyone.
Yeah, we do a good job.
And if you know someone who wants to chat, we'll do that.
Yeah, no, there's
send me their names.
Absolutely.
To chat, support other people who are doing really great things, because you don't have to look far actually.
No, we have a lot of people. Yeah, I have some names.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll go to see Joe another time together. I'll go see Dr. Joe with you. I would love that. I've never been. Yeah. Show me the ropes.
I'll need it by then.
Yeah.
I think you need like a boost.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for following coming. You guys. I know, wasn't it nice to field trip out? Do you love the painting and the couch and the pillows? It's such a great setting. So
thank you.
Yay. Right. Awesome. Thank you, Christie. Thanks for following, guys. Let's tap this.